Alright, we're on a Stages bike. We got to replace the generator. It attaches to the flywheel on the user left side. So you got to get your number 3 Allen wrench. Just your basic Allen wrench. Unfortunately, we can't use our screwdriver because we got to get deeper inside of here. So you just loosen these 2 top and bottom screws, and that'll expose the front bolt. Get that long screw out. The flywheel, this thing, and basically a flywheel looks like it's going to come out this way, so we got to take the belt off. But first, these 2. This video is going to be in real time, so skip around as you want. If someone's real nice out there, they can make timestamps. Let's get caught on here. I don't know what's getting caught on. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's kind of like an eyelet situation. Goes and then slides. You pull it out a little bit, and then it's kind of like a fisheye, I guess. Gotta find the right. Can't remember off the top of my head. There. I'll show you once I get it out. There. So you see how it sits in there. So you got to slide it towards you and then push it this way to release it. As you see, it hangs on these 2 little bolts. All right, now we're gonna go to the other side. Use your right crank arm side. All right, this time I got it hooked up to the drill. Number 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I pre-loosened most of these. Mind you all, this is my first time doing this, so you're learning with me how much of this is. Slide it back, then you can kind of finagle this. See how I'm like moving this? Not too bad at all. All right, here's our little belt situation. Probably one of the better belts I've seen. This looks super easy. You can just slide. Here, we'll move this forward like this. Put the pedal right there, and this thing slides right off. That's pretty brilliant of Stages. Notice you got some corrosion here, so wipe that, little sweat, salt. We're gonna wipe that off, and then I put a little bit of grease. Been doing that ever since COVID, really. And you should, on those Evans screws, put a little bit of grease on the threads. That way, inevitably, sweat turns into rust. So if we have some grease there, it may help out. But by taking this off, there's no more tension on that front flywheel. So let's head back up there. I'm gonna pause it while I set up. All right, so let's look over here. That is the generator. Basically, the power supply to the console helps recharge the console's lithium battery. So if your consoles goes blank and the lithium battery is not staying charged, your generator is probably bad. Or all this wiring, you could have it pinched, goes up the user left fork, meets right here, and goes up in here. So you can always check the wiring, swap your console to verify, but we verified it. We got to replace this Jenny. As you look right here, there's this nylon nut, and it's a 7mm. So you're going to need 7mm. And we're going to take this off, and then we're going to loosen these little axle nuts on the side. Let's see if you can see it better right here. This little axle nut right here. Loosen them, and then this thing will slide forward. You will want to put a softener right here and here so you don't damage this. I'm gonna pause and then I'll put us back online. All right, got my 7mm. Put it on here. Depot would be nice. You don't really need a depot, I guess. Take off that little nut. Don't freaking lose it. Then there's a washer, and then this little proprietary bracket. Now when we screw these back on, we're going to want to do them the same length, so you can measure or count the threads, do whatever you want. What will I do? Let's see. Probably measure. You're just going to use these two to tension this. Let's see. You can use a piece of paper, whatever, any sort of thing to get you in the ballpark. Then you dial it in later. Use that. All right, now we have the larger nuts on each side. I don't know off the top of my head what size it is, so let's start with the guessing game. Appears to be about a 15. Guess we do not want to go about on this. Yeah, it looks like they went, we'll try a 14, but it looks like they went standard. Nope, 14 it is. 14mm wrench. I like how they give, you can use the ratchet ones, make your life a little easier. Get that pony loose. Now there's this little wire connection. Before you decide to take this out, fish this little wire connection that comes down from the user left fork and disconnect your wire so you don't just rip your freaking wire and then create another issue. You should probably get all these wires running up here, keep it in stock as well. So I'm just fishing it out right now. Give yourself a little bit of play. There, my wire is disconnected. Now I'm going to take my 14, loosen up this guy now, and then at that point, this thing probably is going to slide forward on us. So, set your tools off to the side. Got my little softeners, so don't mar up that. And then this thing's kind of heavy, so keep an eye on all the attachments. This is getting a little tight, so I'll loosen it up a little more. There we go. And then just kind of pull it away slow in the beginning. Ugh. And this thing is luckily the wire coming out of the generator is zip tied, so make sure you zip tie, put all your zip ties that you cut back on. They're on there for a reason. So. All right, so now you can look down here, get this up, kind of see what we're messing with here. Sorry. Alright, fresh out of the bag, generator looks like this. The wire is going to be on the outside. It's got a little key, so so it only goes on one way. And now we got to try to get that nut off. So we're going to want to put a wrench on one side of it and unscrew this one from this side. Let's see y'all. They give you one of these and some little screws. Let's get our stuff. Looks like a 19 will go around here nicely. And then we'll grab the other side, put that guy over there. He can chill. Let me get you. So, pinch it between my legs, the ultimate vice. Grip it with my channels. And hopefully the right side loosens the correct side. There we go. So see, that guy comes undone. One. Let's make sure you keep these in order. Luckily I have a video to watch right here. So remember this. This side right here goes flush up against the generator. There's another nut. Looks a little smaller. So we used a 19, now we're gonna hopefully use a 17. Yeah, 17 it looks like. And this appears to be just a regular nut. Yep, and then it looks like a black spacer, so see this guy. Once again, I put in order, black plastic spacer, and then, let's see what it looks like now. Now we gotta get that guy out. All right, give me a pause.